go. GDR Festival 2026. We're off.
At this point, the heavens opened and down came the rain, right in the middle of the desert road. As you can see, vision was terrible. It was probably some of the worst night driving we've ever done. And it was at this exact moment that my temperamental headlight decided it was going to play up. And then we realised it gets really dark at night on the desert road.
Festival day, let's go!
Track.
Dad and I have just had breakfast and we're off to Hampton Downs.
Alright, we're coming into the Hamptons Down turn off. A lot less water than last night. What are you looking forward to today the most, Claire?
Oh, hanging out with my handsome husband and watching some GDRs go around the track. It's my favourite thing to do on a weekend away.
Oh, that's good, darling. Appreciate that. I'm really looking forward to today. Especially since we're lucky enough to now have our own GDR, we can get plenty of inspiration for the build.
So Michael, your number plate is Moore 32. Tell me, do all R32s have 2 doors or 4?
Well, Claire, I'm glad you asked. No, not all R32s have 2 doors. All R32 GTRs have 2 doors, but there are many like mine, like this Alltech one we're sitting in, which is a sedan. So all GTRs, except the very, very, very early ones, were all 2 doors. The 31s, 32s, 33s, 34s, and the later model GDR, all 2 doors. All those models came also in sedans, but were not GDRs. The only ones that are 4-door GDRs were the one we're sitting in would be close. It's an R32 Alltech, which has GDR running gear, and then R33 Alltech, which has R33 GDR running gear. So there we go.
So stay tuned for more Claire's educational cars and hints and tips.
More Nissans rocking up. There's a Safiro. Pretty sure the RB Walker was in a magazine. I've seen it online for sure. Used to have one of those, which we should have kept, but had to sell it to pay for a wedding. So, you know, we won on the day.
It was 20 years ago, Michael.
Yep, very cool car though. They also came out in an Alltech version with the 4-wheel drive turbo. And I think there's one in New Zealand or 2. So maybe it'll be here today. And here comes some dude with a bunch of drift Silvias. So there's going to be a bit of drifting today, which will be fun to watch. Couple of sweet little GTIR Pulsars rolled up next to us. And I was just telling Claire all about them in here. You don't see too many of them anymore. Pretty cool. A sweet late model GDR rolled in next to us, and caught Claire's eye pretty quick, that one. Morning. 30 bucks. Oh wait, hang on, I've got some cash. Awesome, thank you. Here we go. Driver's briefing, then we can do some driving. Kitty cat's here, see how the day goes. Get some merch and then go for a cruise and find the wife. Here she is, just chilling. Let's go. All the merch. GDR stuff, make a lot of money here, spend a lot of money here. Oh, didn't press record. Alright, we're going to go do our first lap of the track. We'll take you with us. This will be fun. Alright, let's try again.
You want to head on track? Or?
Yeah, we went the wrong way.
Oh, yeah, sure. Just go straight and then towards the cab stop thing and you go through.
So, thank you.
Right.
Was it straight ahead through there?
Yeah, I thought it was. Alright, this time. Thank you. And there's some nice cars.
There's a cool green one there.
Yep. Show your wristband. Alright. Yep. So 70 k's is the max today because it's slick. If it dries out this afternoon, we get to go a bit quicker. But this is the fun bit. This is where me and Danny spun out last one. I lifted off at the wrong time and the back went out. Oh, how good, how good. Beans for breakfast.
Yeah, it's a decent drive. I don't know how long it is, but it's a lot of fun. This is where you can disappear off the track real easy.
Something popping.
When they designed these cars, one of the thought one day there's going to be racetracks all around the world with just our car.
How was that? First time on the track?
Very cool. Very cool.
Was I a safe driver?
Yes, just couldn't go fast enough, which was a bit stingy.
Yeah, it was a little bit disappointing, but it was good fun going for a cruise, seeing some other really mint cars. But yeah, hopefully it'll dry out and we'll get to do a little bit quicker later on today. So this is Haltech computers. Haltech or Link. So this sweet R32 here belongs to a guy named Shane. We met him over the weekend. He does a lot of social media promoting the scene. He goes by Corner Hunter on all socials. It actually took me a little while to figure out why he had such a strange name. Corner Hunter. He used to be a drifter, so he hunted corners. So check him out. JT Performances in outfit from Auckland. There's not many of these around. Yep, so all those people there are lining up for the Mega Fuel taxi ride. Sweet Marine GDR. This one's been around for a little while. It's got all the aero kit on it. pretty much an OG build. I really like this one, and a lot of similar styling cues to what I want to do. Also that nice maroon like the first one I ever went in. Let's watch some of these guys roll out. This thing sounds serious. Nice touch on this one. It's got custom made 3-piece R32 GTR rims.
Right, top 3 cars I wanted to see this weekend. This is a Tofu AutoWorks Stager. This is a full custom body kit. He did this all himself. You can watch the build on Tofu AutoWorks. Started with a GTR bumper and bonnet and lights, and then hours and hours and hours of sanding. It looks sick. He's got the stance right. Wide body, which I think is quite hard to do with a 4-door because you've got to allow the front's just one big piece, but the back you got to put that split in it and make up for the door. This is sick. He's done well. Building an S13 at the moment, and he's also building his own complete own design car on an MR2 chassis. So check that one out. Tofu AutoWorks on YouTube. So Claire just had a question because she saw this number plate. R32 JDM. What was your question?
What does JDM mean?
So JDM means Japanese domestic market. It's way misused by all these little fellas on the internet and that. So Japanese domestic market means it was brand new and released in Japan and then imported to New Zealand. A New Zealand new one is not a JDM. It is a New Zealand new. Here's one for sale. Let's have a look. This is number 140. Isn't my Autec number 140? Didn't we find that out last night? Oh, that would be funny. This one is a homologation special built to allow Nissan to compete in the Group A touring class. So to compete in some racing series, you have to put, like, say, 200 factory cars on the road before they're allowed to race. So that's one of the homologated ones that let them race. A couple of big dollar cars in Performance Car magazine recently. Very nice. Two of my favourite cars. I've had a few R32s and I've had 3 or 4 S13s. One of which I wouldn't mind getting back, but you know, some things are better left in the past. Claire remembers it from when I was younger. Sweet colour though. Oh yeah. Happy days. Have a GTR now anyway. With a wide body on this thing. Throwback to my first Nissan, sweet S13 Silvia. Funnily enough, it was maroon as well. Had that for a little while, and then got married and had kids, and you know, the one that you always regret selling. But you do what you got to do, and it was always the best decision at the time. So now we move on to GTR land. This sweet 300ZX has the engine that I always wanted to put in my Silvia, a VG30 DETT. Cool project for someone to do. So this car's been around a very long time. This guy's been racing since as long as I can remember, way back when I was an apprentice in the early 2000s. He just turns up everywhere, Marston, Mary, Taupo, and he just has fun. I'm pretty sure most people who are into GTRs in New Zealand will have seen or know this car at some point. Very cool to see it out and about. No response. what's the difference between these two. Okay, so the one on the left is a GDR RB26 DE all-wheel drive manual. The one on the right is a GDST. Also an RB, but it'll either be a 20 or a 25 single turbo, and they came in auto or manual. Not as wide a body, but still a sick car. Black looks good. Silver looks good. GDR just looks good. 400Z. There's only one here today. Nissan's the latest. I think they've been out a couple of years now, but damn, they're cool. Haven't had anything like this since the 300ZX came out and like stopped making them in the mid-90s. So it's cool to see that. Goes good down the track too. Look. That's the wheels, my Vortex Skyline. Need a sponsor. Skylines for miles. This would be one of my favourite cars here today, and it's a 33. Just real nice, clean, cool colour. Oh, he's a VRP. Maybe Claire should buy one. GS13's here today too.
So I just went and chatted with Robbie Ward from Rips Racing. He was one of the forerunners in New Zealand RB30 builds, and they're going to start producing their RB30 to GDR sump adapters again shortly. So that's cool. We'll keep an eye out for that. It'd be cool to put all New Zealand products on our GDR. Bit of drifting going on at the moment.
This car is baller,
So this is a dedicated high horsepower drag racing GTST. It's got 1700 horsepower and a 3.2 litre stroked RB30. It's been around for a while, so I've been sleeping. I've only just noticed it. Looks so good in this awesome orange. I need to get out more and see some more of these cars because I feel like I'm missing the scene a bit. It's good to be back in it.
Well, Andrew's welcome to our Andrew Hawkins remote DV. Ladies, get up, put your hands together.
Hey!
Yeah, welcome to New Zealand. Okay, so what we'll do, Jay, if you want to cover off, mate, maybe pop on it, and then we'll
Let's see what this bad boy is. Oh, mean, it's a VL. Sick. I hope it's a single cam. Holy, look at the wheels on it. There's VLs in New Zealand, but they're not as big as in Aussie. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's a single cam. Sicko, but one turbo. We're going to have a real good look at this. Going out for some cruises. Wonder if it's still 70 k's if it's dried off enough to do a bit quicker. 70 feels very slow. Pretty much everyone's going out. Yeah.
Sorry, bro, it's GDR for the first 10, 15
Oh, he
minutes.
said to line up in the other queue. Alright. Alright, this time we're going out on the track. We're off. Oh, so many cars. I don't know what the speed is, we're just going to go with the group. Bit of mud on the track, so somebody spun. Probably the drift boys. What they do anyway. Spot your mama. Cheers.
was loving this so much. I reckon I could have gone around that track all day. And in the end, I guess we pretty much did. It was so much fun.
Alright. It's a cruise, not a race.
Time for some roll racing, which is a fairly new format in drag racing, where the cars don't start from a stop, they're already rolling into the start line. One car leaves and the other one has to catch them without breaking out before them. Pretty exciting, but unfortunately the weather packed it in and we all scrambled for our cars after only a couple of runs.
Being wussies, we're hiding from the rain, but at least we got plenty of eye candy.
Still spin in a 4-wheel drive. As me and Danny figured out. They look good in black too, eh? Makes choosing what colour you want your GDR very hard.
See, that's good.
Hey?
See that car just skid just then?
Chop the gear. Here comes the police. Look behind the pace cars after us. Skies are clearing. That relief when the cops go past and they're not after you.
this could match that car there, even though it's turbo.
Really?
Yep, same horsepower. Because that's like a 2 litre. There's a lot of water on the track.
What are we doing, Michael?
Lining up for the parade photo. So every track registered car here is going to get put on the grid for the final photo of the event. GDRs and all the other Nissans too.
They said it takes a lot of organising these cars.
Yep, get everyone in the spot without anyone damaging anyone else.
You were saying?
Saying that with all the weather we had today, and then right at the end we get the sunshine, but the drags racing is still cancelled tonight, so that's disappointing. So we'll just have to figure something else to do and then head home. motors in the group.
There are some old people driving cars, eh?
That's us. We
I
are.
know, but there's some really like white-haired people driving cars.
Yeah,
eh?
yeah.
Don't
Some of
feel
them have
so
had them
bad.
since way back in the day. It's like when you go to concerts now, like Guns N' Roses and that. There's like 80-year-olds there. You don't feel so old.
Maybe they've just spent their children's inheritance on
Or maybe
retirement cars.
maybe they're like me and they had to raise their family first before they could get one, and then
Yeah.
now they're just enjoying it. That's a really nice E15.
Tough cars. Are they just tough, or is it like their personalised plate got a special meaning?
Because it's tough, cuz.
Tough cars. And what's the skyline in front? What's the EREKT? What do you reckon that is?
Correct. Whatever does it for you, eh? Who wants to hump his car?
Stop.
The trick to personalised plates that are a bunch of letters is to just read them fast.
Don't overthink them.
Don't overthink it, you just read it like it sounds, and usually it'll make sense at some point. So I put on my big boy pants this weekend and went and met some of the people I wanted to. I'm not really good at approaching people, especially ones who are as busy and well known as Andrew Hawkins, but I thought, why not? I'll go say g'day, because he's from Aussie and all. And he was gracious enough to give me 5 minutes of his time and just chat. Pretty cool, really. Pretty relaxed dude. So he's started the whole GDR festival. Originally he had Motive Video, which is a website he started as a passion project. 2017, I think I looked up the first video. And from there it grew, and now GDR Festival is in its 10th year and become a global phenomenon. Andrew's R32 has gone from mild to wild, from like a budget build to what it is now, which is super high end and only getting better. He does a lot of videos using his own car for, development and showing new products, testing tunes and what's good and what's not. It's quite exciting for us to be able to see it and do it ourselves. Right at the end we stumbled across this, but check this out. Aside from being a sick car, R32 with an R34 gull wing doors. Another throwback to the 2000s you don't see. And it's on a drift car. That's awesome. Very cool. And now we head home again. Beautiful day driving home on Sunday. No rain, nice, crisp, sunny. I guess you could say it's supposed to be winter this time of year. But we went round the lake, through Taringi, and back down the desert road. It was a great relaxing trip home. We got to enjoy the scenery. We actually got to see some of the desert road that we didn't on the way up, since we were basically driving like blind men. But we had an awesome weekend together. Just another great experience we've shared in the last 20 years. And it was awesome to be able to get amongst the car scene again and actually get out, drive the track, and enjoy one of our own cars. Oh, that was so much fun.
On with the adventure.